Y'all. Y'all. Wow.
We have to be in remembrance of.
Wow.
Them as well. We have to be in remembrance of them. Okay. They don't get to speak now. They might be there. They're probably in the court.
Are we going to go ahead with sentencing? Is the state, I know the state had filed a recidivist notice.
Yes.
Do y'all intend to stand on that? All right. So the recidivist is A and C recidivist. That means that I have no discretion but to sentence
all going home
to the maximum on that count. And the sentence possibility is 5 to 10. I must sentence to 10 years. However, I can probate any part of that sentence at my discretion. And so the court sentence on count 64 for Mr. Stillwell is going to be 10 years to serve 2, with credit for time served, the balance served on probation.
He's going home. She just sent Stillwell home, y'all.
All right, I am going to recess.
She just sent Stillwell home, y'all.
Wow.
We're just tuning in.
Recess for a moment, and we will reconvene on the status conference in a few minutes.
This was a 100%. This was a 95% kick in the butt for the state. They got that one charge, that one gun charge, which we said this morning was going to be kind of hard to beat. And then she just sentenced him to 2 years.
You have 30 days to file a motion for new trial if you choose to do that. Your attorneys will
going home, y'all.
Represent you on that unless they are excused from that representation by me.
Only one of them got one
you also have 30 days from either this date or the date the motion for new trial is ruled upon to file a direct appeal if that's something you would like to do. And given that this is a felony conviction, you would have 4 years from the date that those direct appeals are finished to file a habeas corpus petition challenging anything about the constitutionality of this conviction and sentence. All right.
All right, y'all. Let's just take a moment to process this. This was a loss for the state. The only thing that could have possibly been beyond a reasonable doubt was that gun, and that's what they found, which I said it this morning. I didn't see a reasonable doubt for the gun.
Wow.
Neither did the jury. And Whitaker just twisted the dagger, y'all. Everybody who doubted Whitaker, everybody who said she's corrupt, blah, 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 she just sentenced my man to 2 years. He's already served those 2 years. So if I'm not mistaken, he's going home today. All right. So where's corrupt Whitaker now, who could have sentenced him to 10 years and sent him back to prison? I think my man is going home right now. Am I right or am I tripping? Am I tripping? So Shannon's going home. He is under probation. He's going to have to stay clean. He has a challenge ahead of him. Yak is totally exonerated.
I know what that means. He about to have an album for real now, and it's y'all. Y'all. He's probably gonna sue the city. But it's freedom. Wow. Wow. Wow, y'all. And you know what? Good morning, by the way. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm sorry. Y'all know I was sitting here getting ready for the show. For the lunchtime lowdown. I'll see y'all today around between 12 and 1. Going live for the lunchtime lowdown. And all of a sudden I heard the thing going off on my radio, the ticker, and it's like, verdict has been reached in the YSL trial. And I'm like, oh my God, because y'all know we on Verdict Watch. And I was like, let me hurry up and get on real quick so I could share the news with y'all so y'all could get it first. Y'all, do y'all understand what this means? First of all, okay, like he said, and that's real talk, this is not to take away from any of the victims in this case. Unfortunately, yeah, the state, let me tell you something. The state, and you probably know this, you don't have to know law to know that the state, I mean, this case was garbage from the start. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Bonnie Willis, like, because she's being subpoenaed right now to try to see if she did misconduct in the Donald Trump trial. Oh my God! Even if them boys would have been found guilty, they would have been able to challenge their verdict, because every verdict that Bonnie has done in a certain period of time, I bet y'all they're gonna try to go back if she's found. And you know what? It's all, I'm sure, them Trump loving committee that got her down there that's trying to subpoena her, y'all. If Bonnie Willis is like suspended or like taken off the Donald Trump case because they said she did misconduct or something like that, every guilty verdict at all, especially in a trial like this, the YSL trial, they're all the attorneys are going to appeal. So I was thinking two things. Number one, they probably knew this. The attorneys probably knew this, okay? Because y'all, this is so drastic from Young Thug. Now think about Young Thug. He had to plead guilty to the RICO. Now, mind you, he has great lawyers. So what's going to work in his favor, like I said, this Bonnie Willis situation, they're going to be able to challenge any verdict because it is a actual charge that Bonnie Willis brought down. So they're going to start challenging all her verdicts, especially if they find her guilty of this Donald Trump case, corruption. And y'all, I mean, but Young Thug right now got 15 years of probation. He can't be in Atlanta. He got to live in another state, or, you know, not in Atlanta, nowhere near where he's from. He got to do once a year a community service to the kids. And y'all, these boys here, and these boys had murder charges. These boys had RICO charges, murder charges, and they just chose to take it to trial. These are the only two. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. All right, you see the one with the dreads, right? The one with the dreads. And now I ain't gonna lie, I thought that he probably was gonna get found guilty, because the way that the jury was asking questions and the things that they were trying to understand, and what's crazy is he did get found. He's the only one, the guy with the dreads. I forgot his name. I forgot which one is which. So many of them. The guy with the dreads, he got found guilty, but only of one charge. Y'all, he had murder charges, RICO charges, drug charges, and he only got found guilty of one charge: it's possession of a firearm by a felon. And the judge got to sentence at her own discretion. And y'all know, I rock with that judge. I rock with Judge Whitaker. Get a rock of applause for Judge Whitaker. She is invited to the cookout because, you know, sometimes justice is bigger than being right or wrong. Sometimes the change that you have to make has to be in, you know, understanding your role and the responsibility you have when you're put in a position to try to help other people better their lives. We all clinging on to this same planet. It ain't easy. I'm not taking anything away from the victims. And like I said, all I know is Donovan Nutt Thomas, RIP to him. And I'm so sorry to his family. And I still feel like even his family got a lawsuit because they don't have justice either. And his mom, like that lady was there every day. Y'all know how long this trial was. They put his dead body up on the screen the other day. We all saw it during the lunchtime vote. I feel like this is it for Bonnie Willis, y'all. And Trump, president again? Oh, he thought to roast up. Y'all ever been in the grocery store? And you know, you go back by the deli or even at Costco or wherever, right? And you know, you see the rotisserie chicken. And you know how, like, when they cooking them, they be like on them long things and they just be turning and turning and turning. That's going to be Bonnie Willis. Donald Trump finna put her on that. Donald Trump is going to make an example out of Bonnie Willis. And I'm going to tell you something. Every case that she has touched, every indictment she has brought, every guilty verdict, it's going to be so many people in jail that's about to get out. I still say the thug old Woody, thank you. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. If you do, then you do. Y'all, it is so much we can learn from this case. So much we can learn from this case. If I wouldn't get striked by YouTube right now, I swear to God, I would play one of my favorite songs from the early 90s. Take that trial. Let's see if I can find it. I'll play like 3 seconds, y'all. Because they took it to trial and they won. Hold on, I did want to put their names up there, y'all. All right. The jury determined the final two. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Because I do want y'all to be able to see exactly, like if you're just tuning in, I do want you to see. My computer is acting crazy. Don't be trying to stop my computer. Bonnie Willis and them. Baby. Bay to the bay. Bonnie Willis, and I'm sure, because her dad's a big time lawyer too, y'all. Honey, I am sure that she already been looking for a job because she already had to know. I'm surprised, like I told y'all, I am surprised that she even put herself back on the ticket, baby, because, baby, y'all. Let me see if we can find out a song real quick. So we can end it up in, like again, if you're just tuning in, last two defendants, the verdict is in, y'all. Not guilty on almost everything. Shannon Stillwell is the only one who got found guilty of one charge, and that charge is possession of a firearm by a felon. The judge, she sentenced him at her discretion, which was 10 years, right? But to serve 2 years and credit for time served. So you know what that means? Them boys going home. Them boys is going home today. They going home. So you know the internet about to be on fire. Vlad TV, all of them, academics, everybody, Trenches News, everybody about to be interviewing these folks, and I can't wait to hear what. Sorry, y'all, something in my contact. Sorry. I can't wait to hear what Lil Woody got to say about this. You know, it's funny that everybody calling Lil Woody a rat, but honestly, I feel like because of the stuff that he did, that's actually helping this whole situation, y'all. What y'all think? Listen, man. Some things that you just get. Some things you just get. And I'm going to tell y'all something. I really like that judge. Stay tuned for that judge. Stay tuned for that judge. I feel like she might do some interviews. It's up. It's up from here on out. And I just appreciate anybody who can be not objective and be fair and not let their position go to their head so much that they forget we all human, yo. And it's easy to forget we all human. And my God, y'all, we all clinging on to the same rock. Life is hard. So, and I'm not making excuses for any of the wrong that they did allegedly, because guess what? According to a jury of our peers, they're not guilty. But I do want to say that I hope that this whole situation, the same way it's changing, it's about to change the rules of the city to county. It's changing. I feel like, you know, it may not change everybody that was involved. All of the defendants was, what was it, 29? But I do feel like, you know, it's like shooting dice, right? You're gonna get some. You're gonna hit it sometime. So some of the defendants, I believe, will change, and they will take this opportunity and realize the blessing in it. Because listen, y'all, the flip side of this is that they could have been gone for life. And let's not forget, Yet Gotti got stabbed in the head the day before yesterday. What's today? Tuesday? So he got stabbed in the head on Sunday. Y'all think that made the jury a little sympathetic? Dang, man, this man has been sitting here. We don't really understand the evidence. And he just got stabbed in the head, man. Find that man not guilty. Because and what's funny is the other day, y'all, they were saying a quote unquote source was saying it was only one person holding out something. And remember, they came back in 2 days in a row and asked to see evidence. Which is why I know either, because now their verdicts are unanimous. Y'all know it's 12 jurors. And if the source was correct, that means 11 of them said guilty on both of them, and only one was holding out with a not guilty, right? So if that's the case, whatever they saw or didn't see in that evidence, because remember, one of the things, the evidence that they asked for was the wrong person. But that is just indicative of this case, y'all. This case has thrown the whole case away. And because of Fonnie Willis, her boo thing that she was dealing with, what his name is, Nathan something, that she hired, that was working with her on the Trump, the January 6th Autumn trials. And she's still dealing with him. Because y'all know he showed up in a video with her on the side of the road with her daughter. Y'all. But girl, that thing got to be good. That's all I'm saying. Kids in school, right? Girl, that thing better be good. It got to be good. It got to be good, girl. You risked your whole career. You knew how Donald Trump was. Going up to big, like what? Fine. Like, I just would want to think, because, you know, some people so smart, though. Y'all know the rest of that saying? So smart that they, well, throw the whole case. I've been saying throw the whole case away for a minute. And because of Fonnie Willis's actions, or lack thereof, or because of her bedroom antics with Nathan, whatever his name is, I forgot his last name. I do believe that because of the I mean, even the public defenders in this situation could get the case thrown away, because they're gonna question everything she ever touched, y'all. Especially during that period. And this falls right within that period. So my final thoughts on the YSL trial as it stands right now. You got it. My final thoughts is this. Are we really surprised? Of course not. I'm actually surprised that it took this long for them to find them not guilty. Even more surprised that it took so long for them to not just say mistrial and throw the whole trial away. Y'all, listen. What we're watching, let's be clear. Everything has a version. You know how like when you're watching the show on TV, right? You're seeing the finished product. All right. But if you're watching in a live audience while the show is being taped, you see it a different way. So you know certain things about the taping that the people that's at home watching it on TV don't get to see and don't know, but you still got to act like it's the same show. And then the actors in the show, they get to see behind the scenes. They know everything that's going on, but they still got to go out and put on a show and make you believe that it is what it is so they can get reaction they need out of the audience so the people that's at home watching it can be okay with it, like it, not like it, whatever, but think that it is normal or try to get the ratings. Y'all, that is no different from what we're seeing right now. Nothing about this case was cut and dry. Nothing about these verdicts was cut and dry. Nothing about the antics in this case was cut and dry. I mean, this case brought out the worst in judges, lawyers, DAs. I'm gonna be honest with you, as crazy as it sounds, the defendants in this case are who stayed the most consistent. Again, I'm so sorry for Donovan Thomas, his mom, his dad, his family. Rest in peace. And I really hope, that his death will not be in vain and that this whole situation, because this never just, I saw this sermon and I know we got to go because we got to get ready for the lunchtime lowdown, but I saw this sermon by T.D. Jakes' daughter, Sarah Jakes Roberts, and she, there was this part in it where she said something that I always believed in, but it was just hearing her say it. You know how something you think before when you, but you never like shared it or verbalized it or verbalized it with anyone. So, you think it's just something that you think. And then you hear somebody say it and you look because you're like, whoa, okay. So they feel like I feel. She was talking about not being attached to the outcome. And that is something that I learned a long time ago and that I continuously pray for. Because prayer is not a one-time thing, not a day and night thing. Prayer is for me anyway, excuse me, y'all, a 24/7, 365 thing. That's what prayer is for me. Sorry, y'all. But you can't be attached to the outcome. The outcome of this case does not supersede, no pun intended, all of the underlying things that happened during this case and the changes that God is going to make through this case. Y'all, for so many people, not just the defendants, not just the victims, not just the county, y'all, this is a lot. And you got to be able to see beyond what you're looking at. And not be so caught up on the outcome that you really, really miss the journey. Because the true answers are in the journey, are the things that happen along the way. So congratulations to them boys. I don't know if Thug is going to change the name of his label. But now we're on appeal watch, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, crew? We're on appeal watch. Because Bonnie Willis, the DA, is right now in the courthouse being subpoenaed about her actions in the Donald Trump case. Y'all, please believe we are on conviction overturn and appeal watch. But other than that, man, during the lunchtime lowdown, we might have to pop a bottle to celebrate the fact that this trial is finally over. Hallelujah. I don't even want to see the letter Y. I don't want to see the letter S or L. I don't want to hear nothing about slime. I don't want to hear flat. None of that. That was one for the books, y'all. That was one for the books. All right, so we're on appeal, conviction, overturn, watch. I'll see y'all back here between 12 and 1 for the lunchtime lowdown. If you missed it, the verdict is in. I'll leave the video up for a few minutes with the live feed. And let me know what y'all think in the comments. All right? And let me know what y'all having for lunch. I'm hungry, but I don't know what I want. What y'all eating? Let me know in the comments. All right, y'all. I'm going to go get ready.